Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Richy here, and we are back today with a very important, seriously important announcement and a world tour. We're going to do the world tour first, unless I get emotional and have to explain why I'm getting emotional, because we have a big, serious change coming up that you guys are really going to love and also be really, really sad about. And for those of you who've played your share of Minecraft, I think you know what I'm talking about. Alright, just give me a sec. Yeah. So we're gonna do a world tour today, and it is going to start over at the spawn chunk. So let's grab our rockets, fly over there. That's not flying. That's not how you fly. And kick this thing off. Fly faster. Alright, let's move our render distance up just a little bit more so you guys can appreciate this. Fly down into that beautiful, beautiful, strange area and begin this video. Now, the reason this was all covered in path blocks is because I originally wanted to make a passive mob farm. A thing I'm not sure if I'm going to do, at least in this world, because it takes a lot of effort. First of all, you didn't even have to do this, and second of all, it's not very efficient. But we do have a really cool wasteland look because of that, and it stretches basically all the way around here. Right here we have our iron farm, which does produce a ton of iron. I think it's around a stack an hour, but I'm not quite sure. And it's basically just a single-celled village. There are villagers right there. There are doors right there. That's technically all you need for a village. So it's summoning iron golems in the middle, which fall onto these water platforms and fall down every 10 or 20 minutes, I think. Right here was the first wheat farm we ever built. It is a beautiful, glorious thing. And to activate it, we basically just have to press this button, and all of the water comes down, flushing the crops into the center. And this was the first farm we ever built on this world before we even started making YouTube videos. Let's turn that off really quick. Oh, yeah, it's turning off. And right here was our first hut for the night. You can see it sort of got creepered and revamped. But we stayed in this cobblestone hut our first night and eventually turned that into a rail system, which takes us not all the way to, but toward our beautiful base. And once we leave that unfinished rail system, you can see we're already in view of our mob farm right there and a bunch of pretty cool other things. You can see we made a path that goes right here along this way across this water. And once we get past this path, we made a much nicer path with path blocks that I have to say looks really cool, that weaves through this swamp. Oh, you know why it doesn't look like I'm sprinting? I have view bobbing off. I was like, I look like I'm going so slowly, but I think that was because I was, yeah, it doesn't do the change, so I don't feel like I'm going faster, which is a little bit weird. So we can see once we come into this space, it is just something I'm so proud of and something that's really beautiful. We started with this red tower right along the lines of here, and then we built this. This base just needs to be looked at from above. If I fly up here, you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about. Yeah, it is something I'm so proud of, and it is something that is really, really magnificent. This shape with a crown piece on the top. Over here we have our 1,000 subscriber build, which was placing 1,000 beds. And right here was a castle we built earlier, and there you can just look at our base in our full glory. It is not being shot by a skeleton, but it is magnificent, and it's probably the biggest thing I've ever built. Yeah, look at that. We'll go inside it soon. But right here is our flushing mob farm, a system that essentially sends water in and out of this, drops everything down here, and uses a really cool minecart system to collect it, pick it up, and drop those things down here. And while we're in the field, we'll check out one more thing. Something I am I'm not. I am saying I'm proud of everything because I am. It's something I really, really love. But we're gonna need a boat for it to work. No! You're kidding! Sorry about that, guys. This right here is our boat racetrack. You heard me right. A boat racetrack on ice. That, oh gosh, it's so hard to control the boats, but we're drifting everywhere because of this. Well, I'm not even sure if it's a glitch that you can row boats really, really quickly when you ride them over ice. Woo! Oh gosh, let's do a lap. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. This is really and truly absolutely terrifying. Up. Oh gosh, it glitched. It does that sometimes. And up. And then down. Oh gosh, we're in the water. We're out of the water. And we have to loop around and do one more jump. Yeah, there we go. That's our racetrack, and it is really, really sweet. Up here we have our first ice farm, the candy cane. Yeah, let's just fly up there really quick and show you guys what it's about. Yeah, and it's basically just a very simple little setup right here where we have ice like this. I think if we have a silk touch pick and we break all this ice, it fills itself in. Yeah. We break all of it. Just like... No, not like that. We don't break the blocks. Okay, so we collect all the ice with silk touch pick, break this block, and the entire thing fixes itself up. And then it'll slowly freeze, just like that, and turn to ice again. But I know what you guys are really interested in, and that is the inside of my base, or my whole base in total. Right here is just a really nice little build we built just to come off of the side of it for no other reason than to look nice. And it's something I'm really proud of, these sort of interlocking towers right here with the little detail bits in them and the little pieces on the side. In this corner of the build, we also did a lot of terraforming and filled in grass and other things right here. Eventually, it was a really low valley, and I basically thought, that's not going to fly. That doesn't look very good. So we fixed it up, and it was really, really my first experience with terraforming in the game. Over on this side, we have our 100 subscriber monument. This was just an epic build, especially at the time, and we collected 100 diamond blocks to finish this thing up. 100! It's really sweet. It is really, really sweet. Woo! And up here is just our little watchtower that we built a long, long time ago, accompanied by the grave of our poor pet dog we had in this world for quite a while right here. We did a lot of flowering up, though I think this was originally a flower forest biome. And this watchtower is one of the things that I can look at, especially when I'm walking toward my base from over here, and it just makes me really happy. It has such a nice profile. It thins out and then comes out on the outside and has a nice little crossed roof over there. Over here we just have, I think, a staircase going down with a little bridge going across, so we have sort of a nice ambient field right here. And then the beginning of our labyrinth, which I'm not going to go through, but it is a giant twisting maze that comes out on this side, inside this hedge maze that you have to navigate your way out of. We did that for Halloween. It was a fun episode. And right here we just have a broken down little port building that's where the river going all the way through here ends. And I'm not sure what to call this. We made this quite early on, and it's basically just a really cool freeform, almost alien structure for our little world that fits into that corner of the build. And right here, you saw me spawn in here, maybe. No, you didn't, I cut it out. One day we were having a really bad day, and we thought, we gotta take Minecraft back to the basics. We have to do what Minecraft is about. So we spent an entire episode just building this little house piece by piece. And it's always been really nice. It's something, it might not be as big as anything else, but it's something I put a lot of time and effort into, and it looks really well done, and I'm happy about it. Now down here we have some real history. This was the build platform where we used to break. We used to break all of our ore after mining challenges in big time lapses right here on this platform. And soon after, when we first got our first 10 subscribers, I made this little monument right here for our first 10 people watching our videos. There's a polar bear we found and captured. We brought him back from a long, long, long way away. And right in here is our Christmas tree. From our very first Christmas on the world, this was announcing our Ender Dragon boss battle. And here, this is our Nether Wart farm. And it is a big, big boy. I wonder where the input is. Oh yeah, the input's right here. You want me to set this off, guys? It is a 2-wide, multi-level, just ridiculous, giant farm. And all the items are going to filter down into... I'm collecting too much Nether Wart. I actually don't want to pick any of this stuff up. I'm kind of worried. But we'll run down there. Let's turn this off. All of the items filter down into this. Ow, 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 ow. Why is there a zombie holding them? Anyway. Look at that. Look at that truly absurd amount of Nether Wart. And in this area outside of our base, there are only 2 more things I can really think of to mention. First of all, I can barely see my way in, the secret temple that I built with one of my friends. Let's push that button open before zombie gets in. Yeah, there we go. Looked a little better before the vines grew over the eyes. But you can see, there we have our menacing statue. And that's really about all there is in this build. There's this nice area, there's some chests, there's a furnace, there's this cool staircase, and a throne, and then it's just sort of empty. I just really made this for fun while I was over at a friend's. And now if we... that was a zombie. If we go outside of here, without dying this time, we can get into our Afk Fish Farm. And the string on it has disappeared. That's a little bit weird. But we have a string, and this was something we would use to get tons and tons of levels and fish. Basically, the way it works is you stand right here, you cast your line. Okay. I got it, I think. The fishing rod broke. The fishing rod broke. You would stand right here and cast your line, which would activate this piston, meaning you'd get pushed outward, so you'd be tuning this note block instead of retracting the line. And then once a fish came along, it would pull the bobber down, and this tripwire would deactivate, you'd get pushed back over, and you'd be able to catch a fish. Basically, it's just an automatic method. I can't pronounce anything for catching fish, and it worked really, really well. Plus, the room looked pretty cool. But the real fun stuff happens once you run inside of my base. It is just this gigantic, beautiful system I made that, I mean, it was basically just to look like a big, giant base. And that it did. If you look up at it, you can see the pattern. We placed all of these blocks by hand over a very long amount of time. And it's basically just a hub for getting to place to place. The only usable thing in it is downstairs. But I recently just put this ice cave in, which is actually underneath our terraformed blocks, which I think looks really sweet. I feel like I'm a broken record. I feel like I'm just saying, oh, it was so fun to build, and it was so sweet, and I'm so proud of it. But I really am, guys. So right here is our full base in all of its glory. Over here, we have our gigantic spider, apparently. Thank you, doggo. We have our gigantic automated storage system, which provided us with storage for any block, basically, in existence. All of our items, or most of them, not the bulk ones, are stored right here. And we have this nice pattern on the floor, a fireplace we built during Christmas, and, let's grab some ender pearls, a secret little room right here, which we never put anything in. Oh, no, we still didn't put anything in it. And the entire base, I dug a circle down, but it was built around a cave system coming down from here, which is how we got this ravine and that one going into here. This was our Christmas cave that we built very early in the season during our first Christmas. And if we hit this button, it'll actually tell us, oh no, that button is completely wrong. That button will actually tell us whether we're naughty or nice. And see, it said we were nice. It always tells the truth. It is a great button. And this was so long ago. This was so long ago that we built this cave right here. Gosh, where are all these mobs coming from anyway? I just don't get it. So right here we have our villager trader, a big system that would give us all of the enchanted books we could ever need. And the whole system is based on a villager breeder up there. I don't think I'm going to go to it. It's just a room with a bunch of villagers in it. And villagers get sent down, get collected into these systems. And the idea is we can collect all the best villagers, and when we don't want one, he gets sent down and away, and let us say, disposed of. Let's check out the Redstone Room. We may as well be thorough. We have a secret entrance right here, which will lead us into our Redstone Room, where you can see all of the villager trader redstone in its full glory. This is the circuit to pick up villagers and to kill them. You can see it's actually a bit broken at the moment, but what's supposed to happen is a minecart goes like this. It collects the villager and sends him on his way. And since we had a pileup, it's collecting more, and then once there aren't any more villagers to collect, which there are, I guess I'll have to move around a little bit, it will pick one of the villagers up and send him on his way, and then dispense a new minecart. And right here, it was more complicated redstone for the other one, because we're actually using circuitry to send villagers up and down. But basically, this whole circuit closes the top entryway when a villager is in here, and then opens the bottom and opens the top when a villager comes out. And all these villagers are being moved across water streams up here, and they come from this place I said we wouldn't visit. And basically what we have is a villager up there near a bunch of doors who, due to pathfinding, thinks he's by himself. So he's sending a signal, we need to breed and make a village, and all of these villagers are picking up on that and, let us say, breeding like crazy. And over this way, we have our slime farm, a crazy system that's basically a bunch of platforms built in a slime chunk, or an area where slimes will spawn. That happens every so often in the world. And basically, as I'm near the base, slimes just spawn on here, hop off, get moved into this pad, and land in here. giving me tons and tons of slime balls. The only other direction I think we have to go is this way, which was our very old mine shaft. We have an enchanter right here in this little room. And as we go forward, you can see it's basically built for mining. We can turn this way and mine here. And of course, it's all mined out because we've been on this world for a very, very long time. And up here on one of the platforms overlooking our base, we have our little cow system, a bunch of sheep, and what was an automatic sheep farm before pathfinding broke it for some reason. Basically, the sheep all get pushed in a circle and slowly come this way so we can stand here and shear them. Then they get pushed around, regain their wool, and we do it again. Now, for some reason, it isn't working anymore. It was working when we built it, but I suppose that won't really matter. This room is one of the best rooms I've ever built in my life. We took a cave, we opened it up, we put supports underneath it with this lighting, and we used these really cool sea lanterns with trapdoors over them to make it look amazing. And over there we have a little pet bunny who is super, super cute. And that, guys, is actually our entire base. I mean, there are plenty of things, other things that you can see, but I am going to release a world download of that so you can explore this for yourself. This is only the main parts of what I've done in this world and in this Let's Play. And there's so much more to discover. And this right here, of course, is the Nether. Now, we didn't really get to finish up in here, but we were planning to at least build a giant base, which I'm sad we didn't get to finish. But we died in lava over there, and there wasn't really much we could do. We do have this giant nether portal, though, that leads to the base. And on the other side of this thing, we have two directions to go. The end and the ocean temple. We'll go to the ocean temple first. Ooh, oh my gosh, I haven't been this way in a really long time. This is on the path to the ocean temple, but it was one of the first things we ever built. A blaze farm that essentially, how do you say it? A blaze farm that is now broken, I think. I don't think it works anymore, but was built with 2 blaze spawners, meaning that we got a double rate of blaze spawning, and we still have, I think, almost a double chest of blaze rods to show from that, and it hasn't worked in over a year. It was just crazy good, and we AFK'd there and got tons of XP from it, basically forever. Now, going on this way, we have our ocean temple, the source of all the sea lanterns and other prismarine goodness in our world. And of course, we took an ocean temple, we drained it, and because we were a little bit crazy, we made it into a fully automatic mob farm. So let's fly down there. Oh, not gonna make it. And splash. It is beautiful. I have to stop saying things are beautiful, but they are. This was actually the contraption we used to clear out this whole area. We used a ton of them, and I just sort of left this one here as a monument to what we did. But I remember how long it took to clear out. I think 7 or 8 episodes maybe, which in the grand scheme of this Let's Play is a ton. And you just saw a guardian spawn right there and fell down. It gets automatically collected by these minecarts and shipped back up into this corner right here where the items are stored so that we can collect them later. Yeah, there we go. And let's just fly up to show you guys this thing. Yeah, that was a big area to clear. And here's Richy's Island, the little island by the base that our nether portal spawned on that we claimed, of course, for our kingdom. And the very, very last thing I have to show you guys is the end, where we built our insane XP farm that fueled us throughout the entire series. So let's go through this portal really quick. And now we are going to fly. Fly to our insane, crazy, ridiculous Enderman farm right here. Okay, it's going to take a while to land correctly. But yeah, let's turn around and land. And now you can watch this thing in action. Endermen just pour through it. And it is insane. Okay, I can get to level 30 in around a minute on this thing. And all I have to do is get my sword and just go. And I can just keep collecting XP and repairing my items. You know, let's repair this helmet, because that's the only thing we really have that needs to be repaired. We have an enchanter over there. And the way this works is there's a platform up there with an endermite in the center of it. And everyone can just... They run toward the endermite. They get tricked a little by pathfinding. And all the endermen fall down here, taking a lot of damage so that we can kill them in one hit. And while that is an incredibly condensed, oversimplified version of what we've did on the almost 70 episodes of this world, it is what we've done. And what we've done was so much fun and was so amazing. Now, you're probably noticing at this point that this does not sound like a normal video for me. This sounds nostalgic. This sounds, I keep saying the word beautiful a lot. To be honest, it probably sounds like I'm about to cry. And you wouldn't expect me to get emotional over Minecraft, and nor would I, but apparently that is what I'm doing, because this is going to be the second to last episode of Richy's World. The next one is going to be our very, very last episode. Now, Richy's World is going to continue. We're going to have a season 2. And that's the reason I'm restarting, because we've got so much and we've come so far. And it's not... Basically, I have everything I would ever want in a Minecraft world. But it's not about having everything you could ever want. It's about wanting and gaining and building and learning and making all sorts of new crazy things. And if you have everything you ever want, what new is there to make? What else is there to do? And I know there are tons of farms we haven't made, and we could build castles and buildings. But I want to get the feeling again where I'm scared of creepers, where it's normal, you know, and it's a fresh start. I want a fresh start. And I love this world so much, and it hurts me to give it up. And I know it's stupid that I'm getting emotional about Minecraft. I really do. Okay, I am officially the most pathetic person in the universe. I legit almost cried about Minecraft. I might still cry. We don't know, but I've taken a little break. And I think we're going to wrap this video up. But basically, this Saturday, we are going to have a finale. And it is going to be beautiful, and it is going to involve an area I have never, ever gone before, and some mobs I have never, ever seen. And then after that, we're going to start our new Let's Play. I'm going to pick probably a random seed, and we're going to go out there and build something even more awesome and even more beautiful than the amazing things that we have built here. And it is going to be absolutely insane. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the best. This was so much, and it meant so much to me. And just this channel means so much to me and changed me so much. And I know that's corny and pathetic, but it is true. So for not one more, we got one more to go for the second to last time. This has been Richy, and I'm out. I'll see ya.